Twins. Oh my God, let me turn the CBS. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with the new video. I hope you guys enjoyed your week and I hope you guys are getting ready to have a great weekend. I know if you're on the East Coast or the Northeast, it's supposed to be a little minor snowstorm. So if you're going out driving tomorrow, be careful because it could be some black ice somewhere. It's not going to be a bunch of snow, probably 1, 2, 3 inches. Don't matter. It's not going to be able to stop your day. The snow going to be going by later that day. But y'all just be careful out there driving. It's the first weekend in March. First Friday tomorrow night. I hope to see y'all out because I will be out in the snow stopping my day. Now before we start this video, please click the thumbs up button. Make sure you share this video to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, or wherever you share our videos. The Blackout 2016, July 15th through the 17th. If you would like to attend the Blackout and you want more information, click the link inside the more info box. It'll take you over to the Facebook page where you can say that you're attending or maybe you're attending. Please, visit if you want more information. If you still need more information, feel free to email me at thescorpion@thescorpionshow.com. And another thing, I know a lot of people have been talking about the Funky Dineva, Michelle Brown thing. I'm not discussing it on the Scorpion Show. You guys know that I do not discuss blogger issues on my platform because I feel we all share the same platform. I'm not saying who's right and I'm not saying who's wrong. But, I want to say some stuff, but I'm not putting my opinion on the internet and I won't be putting it out there. I just say pray for all the bloggers because, it's just too much going on with these bloggers. And I ain't got time to be beefing with bloggers. Bloggers ain't got time to be beefing with each other, but I'm just going to say this. If you're going to come at somebody, make sure you're coming at them for the right reasons. And if they come back at you, make sure you have all the receipts. And that's all I'm going to say about the situation. I know ain't that makes sense because I ain't want it to make sense. So let's talk about some stuff that's just been going on and something that has been really bothering me. Something that has been bothering me is the whole white supremacist thing and them attending Donald Trump rallies. It's really been bothering me because it's showing me like that we are not, first of all, we're not that far apart from where our previous generation went through, like in the 50s and 60s with it being segregated and them dealing with the Ku Klux Klan and the hangings and the lynchings and things like that. And what's going on with Donald Trump is that you have a former Ku Klux Klan leader who is still a white supremacist saying that he's for Donald Trump, and you have these people that you don't even know that they are in groups, but they are still in groups and they're showing up to these Donald Trump rallies and they're going there and they are if they're not putting their hands on black people, they're like having them pushed out, and then you can just see how angry they are. And I seen the video with the high school student being kicked out of a rally yesterday, and it just made me mad to see all of those white people just hitting her and pushing her from everywhere, and nobody was talking about it on the news. Now you just had on Sunday Donald Trump not denouncing what's his name, David Duke. And he was saying, well, I got to know what kind of groups they are. But bitch, we're talking about the KKK. Nobody has been putting their foot down on Donald Trump. And the racists that agree with Donald Trump, you are not going to stop them from voting for Trump after he done showed his solidarity to them on Sunday by saying, oh, I got to look and see what kind of group they are. And then on Friday, he claimed he denounced David Duke. Oh, you want me to denounce David Duke? I'll denounce David Duke. There was no sincerity in that at all. If you watch the video, and the shit is making me mad because the media is not talking about it and they're not pointing it out. I want you guys not to talk about, the whole group with the high school people being pushed out. I want you to show that one girl being pushed out and everybody in that group attacking her and pushing her from side to side. And while Donald Trump ain't denounced that or say anything, they didn't talk about it. And when Van Jones tried to talk about it yesterday, Ashley Banfield said, oh, well, we'll discuss this at another time. No, bitch, this was the perfect time to talk about it on your show. And nobody, and I looked around because I'm home. I get to watch these shows and see what's going on. And nobody talked about it. And this is not the America that I want to be a part of. Because I can see it slowly happening. They're coming out and they're supporting Trump. And it's like nobody's talking about it. Now because the Republicans didn't take Donald Trump so seriously, and he's starting to win everything because he's coming out there with a nasty-ass attitude, and he's had the side that a lot of people want to show, but they don't. They're supporting him and backing him, and the Republicans are trying to do anything they got to do. You have Paul Ryan on TV. Oh, we're not going to do this. Oh, we're not going to do that. They don't care. They are showing you who they want and who they want to be the Republican nominee. So y'all can try to do whatever y'all want to do at that convention, but the people have spoken. And this is why we tell people to go out and vote. So you must nominate whoever the people of your party is voting for. So if they want an asshole like Donald Trump as the president, they're going to vote for that. So you need to just make him your nominee, no matter how bad it looks. It's going to make it look, it should be easier for Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, whoever, to get in that White House. But what I want Hillary Clinton and I want Bernie Sanders to do is they need to start talking about this now. Fuck all the issues. Yes, y'all going to have issues, but y'all need to start going after Donald Trump right now, because if the Republicans can't do it, I know damn well the Democrats going to do it. And I need everybody that you know, I need you to tell them to go out and vote, because this shit is important, man. It is very important. Because I don't want nobody like Donald Trump in the White House. At all. And I'm sorry if I sound too passionate, but I was so upset seeing that video yesterday. I only seen it on the internet. I haven't even seen it on none of them. Only seen it on the internet. They are afraid to talk about it. And it needs to be discussed. And I hope and I pray that, what's her name? Megyn Kelly. I hope she asks Donald Trump tonight. I am praying that she asks him about that. I want her to, and I know he can't stand her. And she will be the perfect weapon against him. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just getting upset. You can, it's just really making me mad.
You said everything how I feel.
Oh my God.
Go out and vote. If you're not registered, go register to vote. But you need to go out there and vote. You just have to go out there and vote.
I'm sorry.
Obama has what, 10 more months, 11 more months?
Yep. You have a new president in almost 10 months. 10 and a half months.
Get the program.
I better get on it. So Saldana, we ain't gonna have a bunch of topics today.
No.
So Saldana and as Nina Simone. Now see, this just wasn't right at all. We have two, first of all, we are black. We come in over 100 different shades. We go from as high yellow to bitch as black as this tabletop. And I'm seriously meaning, bitch. We come in all shades. So you go all the way to the middle to almost to the high yellow to pick Zoe Saldana to be Nina Simone, as dark as she is. And you know, y'all put her in blackface and put all these prosthetics when we have so many beautiful black women in different shapes, different face sizes, different nose, and everything. And I mean, it just looks like she's in, well, it is. She's in blackface the whole fucking movie. And then, you know, Zoe Saldana, you know, people were upset. They're mad because she took a job away from somebody that could potentially play her. And she needs to go and be back. Looking for trouble. You know, that could potentially play her. And when I seen what happened to Miss Simone, and I thought about when they said, I remember Mary J. Blige was supposed to be, I said, no, Mary J. Blige don't even look like her. She's not even as dark as she was. I think the perfect person to play Nina Simone, if she ever took a dramatic role, could have been, oh my God, her name just skipped my fucking head. She's on Saturday Night Live now, Leslie Jones. She is the perfect person. Leslie Jones is the perfect person to play Nina Simone if the family wanted done right. And another thing is, I wish actors and actresses stop making films. If you know that the family isn't on board, why would you go and make this film anyway? It just don't make sense to me at all. So you know, Nina Simone's family just is like, don't even, they tweeted Zoe Saldana and said, don't even put Nina Simone in your mouth.
Yeah,
forever.
I saw that. Wow. I saw that. I haven't seen the movie, but I saw pictures from the film, and it's like,
no.
You would, and I agree with you. Why would you take a role like that? Like, it's sad. Like, the minute they decided to put blackface on, something in my mind would have been like, I don't think this is going to be right. This ain't going to fly too right with some black folk in the black community. It's just not going to fly right. I mean, I think we talked about this before when it was announced, you know. But really, Zoe Saldana, like, you could have really, really, really thought twice about accepting this role. And it's a shame because it could have potentially been a really good movie had they casted the right person. And, you know, but I haven't even heard anything good about the movie. I just heard how horrible it was with her and blackface.
Yes,
and that just takes away from the visual. It just takes away to where people don't even want to watch and hear what the movie's about because they just so upset that this woman is walking around, this black woman is walking around in blackface.
Yes, it's just like when they had Flex do Michael Jackson for what?
Jesus Christ.
And Flex, you know you was wrong for that. You ain't gonna never be able to live that. Jesus Christ.
Why would you do that? They just play. And these people just taking these rules for a check. It must be real hard out there.
It is hard out there, shit.
No, I know, but I'm saying I didn't think it was that hard for them.
For the lighter ones?
No, for Zoe and Flex.
But look, Flex hasn't been on anything in a while.
Yeah, but I'm saying at that time when he did that movie, his TV show was still on. Yeah, so he was popular.
That was my show.
So
take that. Why?
Michael was still living too.
Yes. Listen, they should have just left it at the Jacksons.
Yeah.
It's nothing like the Jacksons.
2400 Jackson Street.
Leave it alone. No more Michael Jackson.
You know, they could have got LaToya to play him. That would have been the closest person to play Michael Jackson was LaToya Jackson. It really would have. That would have been the closest person.
I'm so done with you. She ain't gonna never play her brother.
She could have. If they got LaToya Jackson, I probably would have chuckled for the first 15 minutes of the movie. But midway through the movie, I would have gotten to it. Like, bitch, I mean, look. That's Michael.
Sister. I can't think of who could play Michael Jackson.
You don't think no further. LaToya Jackson.
Oh my God! Y'all leave Michael alone, okay?
Yeah, they leave. Yeah,
don't ever do another Michael movie
unless LaToya says yes. I'll do it.
Not for another 30 years.
Remember she had her own reality show? What was
I loved her reality show.
What was that all about?
Life with LaToya.
Yeah.
But I really couldn't picture her being with that man and her.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying. What was that all about?
Talking about he's straight. I was not believing that LaToya, and you know that, and y'all ain't even get married. By a girl. I forgot his damn name. Who? I don't even remember his name. But by LaToya.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
You gonna tell me something? What you do?
I ain't gonna tell him. I was about to say about LaToya, but I already said it.
Casper Ghost. Remember that Nene got together. She called her
Casper the Ghost.
Oh my God! Did you hear about the pastor shooting? Now, I know that his brother killed him in the church. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did.
Did you ever get hear any more information about it?
I didn't, other than I think it was right before the service had started last Sunday, and the pastor was in his office, and his brother came in. They said the congregants who were there said that the brother came in, you know, listened to the choir sing, and then got up and went in the back to his brother's office where his brother was, the pastor. And before they knew it, they started hearing shots from that, you know, and they all ran out the church.
That was just terrible.
His own brother.
Yeah.
And then walks into a church and shoots him. Like, yeah. They got a special place for hell for him. That's for sure.
Yes, just like that other guy that shot them 9 people in South Carolina church.
Oh yeah, they'll be sitting next to each other.
Oh my God. I just hope that just don't become the goddamn trend. Let's not make that a trend.
No. That's the last place. But you know what? I think I think that over the years, it has been a lot of church violence. Like, for instance, I had posted something last month, and a lot of people didn't know this, but Dr. Martin Luther King's mother, his very own mother, was shot and killed in their church a few years after he was assassinated. It was a Sunday morning, and she was sitting at the organ, playing the organ, and a man came in, a black man, not a white man, a black man came in, a young guy, and he came up to the front of the church where Martin Luther King's mother was playing the organ and shot her where she sat and killed her in front of all of these people on a Sunday morning. And it's so sad. Like, these church violent attacks are nothing new. You know what I mean? It's just, you don't hear about it as much because it doesn't seem to happen that often. But when it does, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe somebody did that. Like, I think the most famous one is the 16th Street Baptist Church with the 4 little girls that were killed when the church was bombed. I mean, it's just like, how do you even think to either plant bombs in a church or to walk in a church and shoot up a church? Like, I mean, this is just
that really shows how much hate you have in your heart if you even want to go into a religious place and
any religious place, not even just a church, a mosque, a synagogue. You know, it's just, how can you do something like that? It's crazy. It is beyond crazy. Like, right after the shootings in California, San Bernardino, they had showed here in Philly, there was a surveillance camera outside of a Muslim mosque,
and they threw a pig
head at the door, and it was caught. And it was like, who thinks to get in a car with a dead pig's head, drive it to wherever you're driving to, and throw it out the car window into, like, who?
Now, let me tell you something.
It's just it's so people
sad.
have no it's like,
now, I know they don't eat pig, any parts of the pig, but I love them, even though they ain't got nothing to do with it. That was just wrong to do something like that. And I mean, this was still around that same time when that guy was saying, "Oh, I represent ISIS," and he was shot. Shout out that cop. I'm just glad that cop did not die after being shot 13 times.
I didn't know he was shot that many times.
He was shot at 13 times. Only 3 of the bullets hit the guy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I didn't know he was hit 13 times.
And I mean, he was right up on that cop. That was nothing but God saving that man.
That was nothing but God. Because he walked right to the cop car. And you shoot, what, 16 rounds and only 3 hit him?
13. And I mean, he was
13.
and then went up into the car. Oh, that was... I see, and I told Brandon, he got to move from that area.
Who?
My friend Brandon.
What area was that?
Like 60th Street. 60th
and Southwest?
Get out. If you're not from there, don't move there. That's what I told him. And it's just been all kinds of crazy stuff. People getting shot. People, just broad daylight shootings. Like, and you think I'm going over there to visit you? Fuck no. I'm sorry.
Right. Like, you
get from that area. I mean, it was right on the corner. Bitch, I don't live at the Hilton, bitch, but I tell you one thing, ain't none of that going on around here. Now, they might argue, but that's the most of them do, argue. I don't even think they be fighting.
That's because you be in this room. I don't know what goes on outside.
And if I hear anything, I'll be right out there looking.
As if you hear it.
Oh, yeah, I hear everything.
Because that day when Nina and Corey was fighting, and I was screaming from the top of my lungs, dead from downstairs. Yeah, of course. That's what I said, if you hear it. Because you damn sure didn't hear that. When I was screaming your name, I almost bust the damn vessel. Nobody heard me, and this house was full of people. Nobody heard me. Everybody was in their own world. And Richard only came downstairs, not because he heard me, but because he was coming downstairs.
Well, you're not supposed to scream a lot of
Bitch, I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I was yelling and Nina was yelling. We both were yelling for somebody to come down the steps and nobody came.
So what, did I ever come down?
No. You never came the fuck down. Nobody ever came down. Nina is covering the baby, trying to get her from grabbing the baby. Corey's on top of Nina, trying to get to the baby. I'm on top of Corey, trying to get her off of Nina. And I'm like, I don't even fucking live here. We don't do these type of shenanigans at my house.
Well, y'all gonna be fighting.
What's going on? Richard came downstairs and was saving her. Richard came down the steps and get off my mom. He punched her so hard she flew out that front door. He said, "Man, get the fuck off my mom," and punched her. He punched her hard.
I remember that day.
Yes. He punched her into the trash. He punched.
Yes.
He punched her.
No, I was there.
Bitch, you was not. You came down after that.
But I remember that.
Yes,
And
after.
she went crazy. No, we yeah.
Sure did.
I sure remember. And she was trying to. She
left out. And when I sat in my car, as God is my witness, I sat in my car and I was getting ready to pull off. All of a sudden, all I heard was, I turned around and said, what the fuck is going on with this? So I got out of my car.
Yes.
Man, I opened your screen door and all hell broke loose. I said, oh my Jesus, why didn't I just pull off?
And when she came back, you know what she said? I don't remember.
She don't remember a damn thing. I was here that night when she came back. Richard punched her so hard that she flew from your living room into the trash on the curb. That's how hard he punched her. I thought she was gonna break the screen door. That's how hard he punched her. He punched her that hard. And I was standing right there like, oh my God. But she was on his mind. And she was tore up. And he said, get the fuck off. And he, boom! Get the fuck off. I did the same thing. You bitch, if you don't get the fuck off my mom, I'm gonna fuck you. But you know, I was trying to. And then the baby was screaming. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? You know, life puts you in situations that you don't need to be in. But by the grace of God. Because had I drove off, then Nina would have been down there by herself. You know what I mean? And nobody would have heard her.
Nothing.
Oh my God.
But I remember I came downstairs. I sure. And this
Your mom was here. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't the day that we was recording. I just happened to be here. And the whole time I was downstairs just talking to Nina.
Like, what happened to my coat? Somebody got my coat.
No, because she came in and she dropped little Corey off. And she was perfectly fine. She was perfectly fine because it was just me and Nina talking. So she was like, can he stay here? And Nina was like, yeah, he can stay here. Like, you know, leave him right here. Baby, she left out, and I said, all right, Nina, I'm going to see you later. And I got in my car, and all I heard was, and I said, what the fuck is that noise? I thought it was a dog. She came around that corner. I said, I don't know what happened around that corner, but something happened. Because now she's growling.
Sure.
And she kept trying to grab the baby, and Nina was like, you not taking that baby out there with you, and you in that state? Like, what's the matter with you? And the whole time, Nina just had the baby on, like she was on top of the baby, trying to stop Corey from getting the baby. I said, oh my Jesus, please.
Okay, so did you hear about your homeboy Mitt Romney?
Ain't my homeboy, but he got Donald Trump together. He said he's a fraud and he's a phony.
Yes.
But you know what? It's sad because, it's really sad because these Republicans have their backs against a wall. They really, and we've said this before, they really and truly don't want Donald Trump to be president. It's not the Republicans that really want him to be president. It is the people who are supporting the everyday people that want Donald Trump. Because those Republican politicians are like, we don't want nothing to do with this man. He's crazy. He don't know what he's doing. He's just saying any damn thing. And the people are buying into it. They're loving every bit of it. You know, and it's a shame that these people are coming out and they're like, we are afraid. And, you know, somebody like, and you know what I said too? When I heard that Mitt Romney was going to make a statement, I said, this is why Mitt Romney should have ran again. He really should have ran because he was considering it. And he said that his wife decided that no. But I think he should have ran. But you know what? I honestly think that had he ran again, he probably would have won this time.
Against Hillary?
And he probably would have. Because you know, those people really don't want no Democrat because they don't want somebody to be, quote unquote, Barack Obama's successor. They don't want that. You know what I mean? But they really don't want somebody like Donald Trump because he is crazy and he's ignorant.
And then he's going to say today, during his rally, Romney begged me to endorse him. And if I would have told him to get on his knees, he would have done it just for me to endorse him. He said that from the crowd in Maine today. Yep.
He did. Didn't he?
Had the nerve
to
say that.
No, he's not from Maine.
No,
he's from Massachusetts.
He's from Detroit.
But I think his home school where he lives at, he was the governor of Massachusetts at one point.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, but
he's not from Detroit.
He's from Michigan.
Oh, but I know he was the governor of Massachusetts. Mm-hmm. Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about. Let me just make sure real quick. 70th governor. Yeah, Massachusetts from 2003 to 2007.
It must be easy to win Massachusetts.
I don't know what that means, but you tried it.
Nobody.
I don't even know what that means. And I don't want anybody from Massachusetts to think that I agree with what he just said. I don't even know what that means, what he just said.
Oh, my God.
Do you know anybody from Massachusetts?
I remember somebody from the Scorpion Show barbecue came from.
No, I mean, do you know somebody personally? Like,
no.
Oh, okay.
Do you?
No. Like, in that way? No. No.
Well, I wouldn't.
Well, that's the way I'm at. Because you know what that guy said? You definitely get, that guy tried you. Every time I think about it.
What did he say?
Was that guy who said that you get around from state to state? Remember that guy? What was his name? Mr. King?
Yes. That was probably like my first bloggers beef ever. And he tried it, but I mean, it wasn't that far off from the truth.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. It wasn't.
That's
he hit the nail on the spot. I said Kevin must have.
His name was King Matt.
Something like that. No, I don't think it was King Matt.
King Matt.
I don't think it was something. I don't think it was that. Whatever his name was. I said Kevin either did something with this man or didn't want to do something with this man. Something happened because this man really went off on Kevin.
It was over.
And he had receipts before we was pulling out.
And I was over because I said, you always photoshopping your face, bitch.
Yeah, you did tell him that.
And that was the truth.
But remember, he was on 160 Park or something like that. He was on one of those shows, remember?
And then he apologized.
Yeah, he apologized.
Park. That was so long ago.
Oh, I have a good memory. Because he got chewed too.
Shut up.
But it was like sad because, you know, he was trying to be real smart about it, but
Man.
I mean, listen, but you owned up to it, you know? Let me tell you something. It ain't nothing like being a thot and owning up to it.
Ain't nothing like too consenting.
He said, you go from state to state sleeping. I said, how does he know that?
Because I didn't feel my saying.
Right.
You was up there saying it.
I wasn't. You wasn't getting it from me. Because I don't know what you do from state to state, from pillar to pillar, and post to post.
Hey,
I don't even know whose bed you're sleeping in, but I know one thing. You don't like sleeping in a hotel. So you're sleeping in somebody's house. He don't. He doesn't like sleeping in hotels when he goes away. He
If
likes
I can
to
save
crash
a
in somebody's
dollar,
house.
When they my friends.
He calls it saving the dollar. I call it.
No, it's not even that. You're trying.
I call it add another notch.
If I have a friend saying, hey, you can stay in my house, the next time you come, now it's not very frequent that I'm out of town now, but when I am out of town, yes, somebody says to my house, they're giving a hotel $300 to $400 for a weekend to stay there. So I can stay at somebody's house and have the full Southern hospitality.
I know that's
right.
Why
not?
The full Southern hospitality?
And I'm not talking about sexually.
No, I don't mean that. I'm just
saying Southern people down south are nice.
They're very nice.
They're very nice. I know. And I haven't had an issue down south in a long time. And if anything, it probably been confronting the people that were supposed to be cool with us. No, they were talking shit about us. And I said, oh, no. Remember when you said this on such. You know, other than that, I don't have no issues.
See, I know some of y'all had the type of mom. See, my mom was the type, you don't go to everybody's house and eat. That's one thing you don't do. Because you don't know who's cooking what and you don't know how they cook when they're in the house. That's why I don't eat at everybody's house. And secondly, you don't go stay at everybody's house. Not saying it's you, but because you don't know what's going on there. And you don't know what they got in their house. No, for real. That's why I stay at hotels. Thank you. Thank you. That's so nice. But I'm going to stay at this hotel tonight. No, it's all right. You sure?
Bitch, I will stay at.
I'm not taking no bed bugs.
Only I will stay at your house is if.
And yes, you can get bed bugs at a hotel. But see, this way I can sue the hotel. I can sue them. You go stay at somebody's house, they'll try to argue you down. No,
you better have
proof. You brought them with you. I ain't bring them with me, bitch. Because I ain't got them in the bed I left from. So I know I didn't bring them with me.
Oh, Lord. But shout out to my friend Matt, who let me stay at his apartment whenever I come to town.
What town?
To Atlanta.
I know that's right.
Yes. I would rather stay at my house and give the goddamn city of Atlanta $300 to $400.
No,
and
I don't
sometimes
blame you.
it's more than, because you know when I used to go for like maybe a week or so.
See,
in this hotel.
Listen, if you can find somebody's house to stay at their house.
Yeah.
Me personally, I like staying at hotels because if I want to bring somebody back to my hotel, I ain't got to worry about.
But see, my thought days is over.
Well, yeah, well, I'm just saying, and I don't even mean it in a thought way. You know, when you're staying at somebody's house, you have to remember and respect their house.
Right.
So you just can't even bring somebody over just to talk. You gotta, ask them, is it okay? You know what I mean? This way, if I'm staying at a hotel, I ain't gotta ask nobody. This is my hotel room that I'm paying for. You can come over.
But if you're gonna sleep here, you're gonna have to pay me extra too, because this hotel room is not free.
What? What? So you want to pay something? Somebody got to pay you to sleep with.
Hey, they're not paying me for the sex. They're paying me for my hotel. Now y'all know I'm only kidding, bitch, because I don't play those games. I better be like 60 and older and can't get nothing
Before you start paying?
Before I start paying. Because, bitch, if you 30 and you paying, if you in, it's an issue, it's a problem. If they're not like, because I know from the women that I hear about these famous men, when they be paying for these girls, it's because they be doing their off the wall shit.
Well, I feel this way with some of these young guys. If you're gonna pay for sex, I would rather them pay for sex with a woman or a man, whatever you prefer, than going out there and raping somebody or molesting a child or anything like that. I would rather you pay for the sex than do any of that. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody gotta eat.
Yeah, but see, I ain't got time to be paying nobody.
You don't have those problems. Remember, you go to state and you can have your cake and eat it too. You don't have those problems.
I don't do that. Not if I stay at anybody's house. No.
Huh?
Say not if I'm staying at anybody's house.
No, I don't do that either. No, that's why I stay at a hotel.
First of all, you're my friend.
Yeah, that's right. Because this way at a hotel, when I'm done, you gotta go. You thought you was gonna stay where? Oh, you can't sleep.
Because I remember that one time, he was like, they just would not leave. You gotta leave.
You gotta go. Who wouldn't leave? Wait, tell me in my ear, because I can't remember. Oh, yes! Wouldn't leave. And I think I had to make up a lie or something like that. Like, wouldn't.
After you get that nut,
it was like, hold up.
You get the red.
It was like, wait a minute, it's been an hour. You still here? It's like, you go.
Bye.
How are we going to do that? Mind you, I'm sitting on the edge of the bed trying to figure out how the fuck am I going to get you out this room?
You should have said, oh, Kevin on his way over, you got to go.
You got to go. I couldn't say that, bitch, because you stayed at somebody's house. I don't know where you was staying at. Listen.
Okay.
You can't stay in here. You know exactly what it is, too, right? You see them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly, and I know the Twitter name, but I won't say it out loud.
Don't say it out loud. And then started acting real brand new. I guess they got mad because I kicked them out.
But that's all right.
Occasionally they'll try to speak to me.
Occasionally.
And then occasionally I'll act like I don't see them speaking. I didn't even see you speak. Then that's when you get that text. Oh, you ain't see my message? No, I ain't see it. What message?
I just know one thing. If you an iPhone user, if it say red, you can't.
Mine is not like that.
You can't ever say I didn't see it. Like, come on now. I know what's going on.
I don't have my red thing on, so you would never know if I
never turn mine on. But I tell you one thing. I don't ever get rid of messages. Now, receipts are very important.
Listen. I'm not talking about you if you watch this video, but I have to say it. Okay, because I have this. All right, I'm gonna just say this. I have this going on, right? I have this little event going on, so I had to hire somebody, to do this little thing. So, thank you, Judge Millian from the People's Court. She always tell you, text messages or emails is the best proof. It's the best proof. So, a few months ago, we was texting, different prices, this, that, and the third. They set out the price. So today, after us from not speaking for like almost 2 months, not because we were mad, but we just haven't spoke about this particular event in like 2 months. Excuse me. I texted them and I said, you know, I have a question because I need to add on, you know, and I need to know how much you want to charge me for this particular. Well, the price that they gave me was the original price that we had decided was too much, and they had brought it down. So they had forgot that we had brought the price down. So today I, you know, instead of me, then they text me. So instead of me texting back, I said, no, I'm gonna call you. So I, you know, and I said, you know, this and the third. I said, but don't you remember when we was talking, you know, we had decided, you know, the price was gonna come down to X, Y, Z. Oh no, I don't remember that. I said, oh, you don't have your text messages? Oh no, you know, my phone, you know, I have a new phone, it's rebooted. I said, oh, that's fine, because I still got mine.
How you do? Bitch, don't even hang.
Here I go. Listen. I still got mine. You want me to send it to you?
Okay.
Oh, no, I remember now.
I'll screenshot it so fast and send it right to you.
Baby.
I play
no games. Especially when it comes to a large amount of money.
Yes.
Large
amount of money, pettiness.
Let me tell you something.
Bitch, I always
keep your receipts. The text messages and emails are receipts, okay? That fast, they told me, oh no, I don't remember that because I got a new phone. I said, oh, that's okay because I still got mine.
Emails too. They are important.
Try me. Don't choose
Facebook messages too.
Guess what I was going to do? Put you on speaker and go to the messages, screenshot it, and send it to you, and then wait
I never delete DMs. Now unless you delete it.
No, I don't delete
them. It's always, but this is always good to have.
But see, the thing about my DMs, you know the song, it goes down the DM, it don't go down to my DMs.
My DMs is so lonely on Twitter. I just left them open.
Listen, I don't do nothing on Twitter no more. Those days are over.
I just have emails now. I'm very professional.
Even with that?
Wow. I don't do none of that stuff. Okay. None of those games.
Yeah,
I told you because those games, games is like,
yeah,
no, bitch, because you just never know who's waiting for you to slip up. They waiting.
Well, anyway, yeah. So you got to keep these messages. Let me tell you something, honey. I got messages from. Let me scroll all the way back. I got messages from February. I'm talking about February. May 3rd, 2014. Okay.
Oh, that's how far yours go back.
Well, yeah, because I deleted. But listen, I got emails.
And I back them up.
Let me tell you something. My emails, all I gotta do is type in somebody's name, and it'll go all the way back. Like
look at the date of this last text message.
2012. Bitch, you tried it.
I don't delete shit. I'm very serious because people like to try you.
They do. They will try you. And I got tried today.
If I get tried,
I got tried today.
I'm gonna go right to the receipts. And I'm going to say no, because this is what was discussed.
Because I had to remind them, like, listen, you're a nice person, but I will pull this receipt out, because this is what you said.
Just like Mikkel said 2 weeks ago, oh, Kevin never sent me that video.
Right.
Also, I know, bitch.
Right, because you did. You did.
Especially when it comes to a picture or video, you go right to that detail thing, oh, I got every picture you ever sent anybody.
Yeah.
And that's why I stopped doing that stuff, because you just never know.
What detail thing? Show me. What are you
talking
about?
Message. Go to somebody who you know you text with all the time.
But not nasty.
But not nasty. Don't show me the nasty.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to my sister. Okay, you. I'm gonna do you.
Now you hit details.
Oh yeah. That's
and then everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know about that. I thought you meant like something else.
No.
Oh yeah, I know about that. This one right here. Better not ever try me. Yup.
Hold up. You know what? Wait! You can't leave. You can't leave until we talk about bitch. I'm locking the door. Because that one just added me on Snapchat. And I was trying to find out. I didn't even know you had my number.
Bitch, listen. She better not ever
Wait! You broke the chair!
No, I didn't. She just better not ever try it.
Is there any details in here?
No, it's not. But she better not ever try me. Oh, no, wait. No, it's not bad. No.
Oh, I'm being newsy.
Well, you were being newsy just then.
Show me the...
No. Just don't ever.
Oh, my God.
Because I'll be seeing her sometimes try me. Wait, every time I see her, I just sit there just like this. Like,
I am gagging. Wait. I'm ready to end this. No, we can't even end.
Yes, we can, because we can.
Wait, is there anything?
No.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Nothing else to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very, very informative. It was very, very messy. Shady. Every once in a while we need to be messy, but we don't say no names.
We did today. What comes on Sunday? Nothing. Listen, the Real Housewives come back, and I'm ready to talk about that because the ending of that Jamaica trip was terrible. How Kenya treated, I'm about to say regime. Kim Fields and talk about her husband, all that stuff. I want to see where it goes from there. Is Nene still going to be in the mix? I just want to know. I got to catch up with American Crime last night. Tonight is Shades of Blue. And J-Lo was on Wendy Williams today, and they talked about the little shade between her and Mariah Carey. Like, it was cute. She's like, oh, Mariah always forgets that she knows me. But we up.
Who they asked that to?
Jennifer Lopez.
So on what show?
Wendy Williams. She's on there today. Like,
and when he asked it,
and Jennifer replied.
What did he say? Oh, Mariah always asks what she knows.
Yeah, so she's like, before you went to Vegas and took it on, she's like, I went to go see everyone's shows. The only person I didn't see was Mariah because she was not announced before. She was supposed to go see all the shows.
That's what who said that?
Jennifer said it, but you know them shade.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to. And then she was like, one time on Watching Head Blind, he was like, if we had to choose between Britney Spears and Mariah, which show would you go to? She said Britney Spears because Britney know how to dance. And like, it's just so much shade between them two, but why?
Right.
Why?
Yeah, what happened?
They'll both can teach you something. Mariah can teach J-Lo how to sing, and J-Lo can teach Mariah how to dance.
Mariah can't dance, she's too stiff. She's stiff as a pole.
And she don't care about this.
She don't care about dancing. That's not her thing. And she definitely can't teach J-Lo how to sing.
When you posted that fucking Whitney Houston Beyonce video, who's interested?
When they said, can you dance? It's for Beyonce. What is the matter with Whitney Houston dance like that?
Why y'all do that? That was so shady.
It's for Beyonce. Whitney was dancing. When I tell you, Whitney did not stop. Whitney said, "This is for dance."
Oh my God! Before we end this video,
It's for Beyonce.
Y'all gotta go get our girl Tweet's new album.
Charlene.
Yes, I was about to say, wait a minute, not Southern Hummingbird,
No, sure.
because it reminds me of Southern Hummingbird so much. It's just those slow, soulful songs. I am in love with songs like Addicted. The song Magic, which just recently got a video. She has a song called The Struggle. The song with Missy Elliott. I can't remember the name of the song, but I know I like that song. It's just a nice R&B groove. And what they call it, they're grown, it's sexy. It's definitely for them. If you are not into soulful R&B, then bitch, this is not the album for you. But if you are the ones that be complaining, where's the R&B? This shit is for you. Now, the only thing I ain't like that she didn't do, like she did in Southern Hummingbird, was she had the little dance tracks and Tweet, you know you could dance and move a little something from time to time.
But I think Tweet has gotten to that point now where she's like
I'm cool, I'm a grandma.
Oh,
but I want her to get the party started somewhere too. You know, it's always good for people. I like a little dance track here and there.
Yeah, but you know what? I like the fact that she didn't do any dance tracks because it reminds you that, listen, we still have these R&B artists out there, these soulful R&B artists, that they don't necessarily have to always throw a dance track here and there to push her album. Her album went #1 on the R&B charts.
Really?
Yeah. It
I didn't know that.
Wait a minute, I know it did because I know I saw it. Okay.
Well, congratulations. I didn't know the charts came out.
No, I saw it.
But look, the album is freaking $7.99.
It went #1 somewhere.
It.
Wait a minute, y'all, because I know what I'm talking about because it went #1 somewhere and I saw it. Wait a minute.
And got what you want, got what you need, Tweet. That's gonna be my new anthem.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because we were just talking about receipts. Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute. That's iTunes?
Oh well, it was.
But hey, same thing.
Yeah, it was on iTunes.
Well, look.
I forgot to say iTunes. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But it was on #1 on R&B, so on iTunes. Okay.
Well, if it was, it would be great to be number one.
But listen, for somebody who's been away for 10 damn years to come back,
10 damn years
to come back with a number one song or album on iTunes. Come on now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because some of these girls who are buying music on iTunes don't know shit about Tweet.
Yeah. So and Tweet, I need you to go on tour. Like, come on. Let's get this little tour together. You know, I want you to come back here. Because that little, besides the little shenanigans that went on, like, it just people at our goddamn show were just acting like they were really somebody. I mean, we all are somebody, but I'm like, remember, like, I was telling them about how people that, oh, you can't sit in this section. Oh, this is reserved.
I forgot all about that.
And I ain't never forget that shit. Because I'm like, come on now. Let's not do too much. We're only at the Hard Rock Cafe. Bitch, we are not at Wells Fargo. These girls took themselves too seriously. Oh, well, I know Q. Bitch, well, I know Q too. So, what you trying to say? I mean, them girls really felt themselves. But it was a great fucking show. And
baby, listen, I've walked right. Listen.
Hey.
Sometimes it's not always good to be in VIP because you got some cute people in VIP that will show their asses like they ain't never been in VIP before. So, you know, I got up and I went to the stage because for me that's VIP.
Yes.
Because that's where the VIP person is at.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember what you were talking about, and they weren't doing it towards me, y'all.
And then there was radio people, child, that was just acting like, oh, well, you know who I am, but so what? I don't know anything. I'm like, well, damn. I mean, it was just crazy.
Oh, I remember that part.
Bitch, you just can't. Oh my God. But Tweet, other than that, girl, bring it back. But don't bring it back to the Hard Rock Cafe. Come to the TLA or something like that.
Yeah, she
don't
can
go back to the
TLA.
Don't no more Hard Rock Cafes. Because bitch, it was cold, and then they didn't even want us to come in from the cold. Because they wasn't prepared. They ain't had their stuff together. But I know one thing, Tweet, you got this fucking album together. And I thank you so much. Mm-hmm. It might have took a long time. But you've been saying like, yes, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Bitch, it took 10 years, but bitch is here.
Yeah.
Shout out to my girl, Tweet. Go get Charlene, because Charlene is Charlene. Y'all know that's her real name, Tweet, Charlene. And Mike Jarrett, you fucking tried Tweet on Fox 29. Now, it's okay to play, but don't do too damn much.
Right. What did he say?
Talking about, oh, well, because you know you're talking about Twitter and Tweet, or what if your name was Periscope, or what if your name was Instagram?
Yeah, it's okay, okay to play, but don't play too much.
Oh, so after all that editing, child, we are back.
Look at her head. She was excited. You gonna go dance?
You gonna have to do that with me.
Why would they do that to Whitney Houston with that haircut like that?
Well, listen, y'all, we're going to go. Y'all have a great weekend. Oh, my God, my nephew's birthday is on Sunday. Oh, my God. Happy birthday. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Happy birthday to my nephews. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I forgot. Damn it.